This is our last Sunday in our sermon series called When God Says Yes, No, or Wait. Waiting is such a hard thing for us because we like to know the answer. In such a fast-paced world, we can Google things so easily and know the answer. So when we are being told to wait, we often don't know what to do with ourselves because it's just not a natural state for us as humans to be in sometimes. But we need to remember that when God says wait, it is for a reason. It's either God's timing is not quite there yet, or we're not ready for something, or maybe we need to even grow up a little before something is ready to happen. And waiting can be such a fruitful time in our lives. So when you become a United Methodist pastor, you have to go through this whole process called the commissioning process. And it's essentially the equivalent of trying to get your medical license, or maybe passing the bar, or putting in a dissertation, defending a dissertation. And it is a really involved process. And the first time I applied for commissioning, I didn't fill the forms out right. And I was told, you need to wait and reapply next year. I was devastated. I didn't even get to the interview. I filled the forms out wrong, and I was told I had to wait. And I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I felt like I had derailed my whole life. But the truth is I had filled the forms out wrong. And so you better believe that next year I filled those forms out the exact way that I was asked to fill them out. And I got commissioned, and then I became ordained, and the rest is history. Sometimes we are being told to wait because the timing is not there, or we need to remember that God asks us to be disciplined, to be patient with Him. When we wait, it's not just a time of standing still, it's a time of growth, it's a time of learning, it's a time of existing. Even though we're waiting, we're still moving forward with God. So what do we do in this season of wait? For me, it was a season of remembering to buckle down and to follow the rules and to do the things the right way. Sometimes waiting means that we're spending our time investing in our relationships. We're spending time enjoying the season that we're in, and that we are not supposed to be anxious in a time of waiting, but we're just supposed to enjoy the blessings that God has given us. To know that God's timing is everything, and even when it is not clear, we need to remember that God is always with us, and that His timing is His timing, not ours. One of the things that I felt really blessed about is I got to go through the commissioning process with people who are my really good friends. And if I had gone the year ahead of them, I wouldn't have been able to do that process with them. I was able to remember that I needed to follow the rules, that I needed to fill things out the right way. And trust me, that is a lesson that I still remember today. There are times in which the waiting is good for us, and we need to trust that wait. Trust that God's not just saying no, He's just saying not yet. And be thankful that in all things, life is not just one event or one season. It is many events, it is many seasons, and God's love is present throughout all of them. God bless, and I will see you Sunday.